Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 53. For the call, let's go to Atlanta, as it is my pleasure to hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that part. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming an elder statesman among quarterbacks in the league, drafted back in 2004. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5. Winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Barrett steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. On third down, Barrett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They'll try and throw for it here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So we played a quarter here in Super Bowl 53. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on third and long. Barrett, he's going to walk. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on second down. Barrett, flush to his right. This is caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Barrett now on second down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun. Barrett. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Rams are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Point after try forthcoming. The point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking a look at the play. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday call. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Barrett to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to take a shot, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Switzer now to return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Barrett, he's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 55 yards. Barrett looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Barrett, that is caught at the 7. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Barrett, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. From the 2 now, second and goal. Throwing here, Barrett. The quick slant caught. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 3rd and 2, Barrett, and that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. 190.
from the gun. Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield, and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down. Barrett, he's going to let it go. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw Barrett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On fourth down, Barrett. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This is Marshall. And some room to roam now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Grand 38.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
From the gun on third down. Barrett. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.